It's Thursday, February 2nd. You're listening to Your Florida Daily. I'm Katrina Scales. A 17-year-old high school student is facing charges in Seminole County. Police say she was caught selling marijuana-laced brownies on the campus of Lake Mary High School. According to the arrest report, a school resource deputy told responding officers a student who ate one of the brownies had to be taken to the hospital after having a seizure. After tracking down the student making the sales and testing the brownies, she was arrested. The school district says it's unclear if the brownies are related to the student's seizure. Changes have been made to an AP African American Studies class rejected by the Florida Department of Education. The College Board released the updated coursework that removes a section called Movements and Debates. High school students would have explored topics focused on things like Black queer studies, the reparations movement, and intersectionality and activism. All things the Department of Education claimed violated Florida's law banning political indoctrination in the classroom. The College Board insists that changes were in the works before the state sent a letter criticizing the framework. Dr. Robert Patterson is a professor of African American Studies at Georgetown University.
That letter really didn't have much bearing on the changes that was made, if any at all. There were already changes in progress for Unit 4.
The controversial topics removed from the new framework may still exist in the form of a required research project. However, districts can refine the list of topics as they see fit. The state is now reviewing the new course framework as some high school students threaten legal action against Florida to allow the course. And Florida lawmakers are proposing legislation that would make it easier to send convicts to death row by getting rid of the unanimous jury requirement in capital punishment sentencing. It's in response to anger from victims' families following a verdict sparing the Parkland school shooter from execution. The governor urged Republican legislators to introduce a bill that would allow the jury to choose the death penalty with only 8 of the 12 jurors in favor, which would make Florida the only state to use that standard. A divided 9-3 jury spared Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooter Nicholas Cruz in November from capital punishment for killing 17 people at the school back in 2018. Florida's unanimous jury requirement has been in place since a 2017 state Supreme Court ruling. Find these top stories along with breaking news, weather, and traffic all day on clickorlando.com. And now, a completely random Florida fact. The Great Miami Hurricane of 1926 was a large and intense tropical cyclone that devastated the greater Miami area and caused catastrophic damage in the Bahamas and the U.S. Gulf Coast. As a result of the devastation, the hurricane represented an early start to the Great Depression and an end to the state's roaring 20s land boom. Your Florida Daily is produced by News 6 WKMG in Orlando. I'm Katrina Scales. You can subscribe for new episodes wherever you like to listen.